So the standing clamshell is an exercise that I give pretty regularly, and I get people to rest their foot on the step, and then what they're trying to do is to get gluteus medius just pulling the shin to come to vertical. So we start with the knee dropped in, and then we bring it to vertical, pulling purely from gluteus medius. Now it's a really useful exercise. It's a precursor to loading through the leg using the glutes and dominating with the glutes. But for some people, getting from a lying down clamshell to a standing clamshell in one go is too much. So I've got a couple of ways that I can regress this depending on the person in front of me. Now, one way is so the issue that we have often is that as soon as you put your foot on the step, your brain goes, I don't know how to get the glutes firing in this position, and you're just like, it's all the hip flexor, I can't get the glutes firing at all. So we can try and regress either by going, okay, I'm going to stand in front of the step and I'm going to switch on, go back to doing waking up the glutes. So left glute, right glute, just get that right glute firing. I'm using the right glute purely for demonstration purposes. Just get the right glute firing multiple times, go, okay, brain, I know where that connection is, put the foot on the step, can I still get that right glute firing? And for a lot of people that works absolutely fine, but for the people for whom that doesn't work, sometimes what I think is the issue is that the hip is flexed, and so the hip flexor wants to join in. So for those people, what I get them to do is to start in sitting, so the hip is flexed in this position, but what I'm then going to get you to do is to try and switch on the glute without the hip flexor in this position. And this should be easier than standing because we've got more feedback because you're sitting on it, but also because your nervous system doesn't have to work as hard when you're sitting as it does when you're standing, because it's not holding your whole body upright. So in this position, again, I'm getting the glute to fire while keeping the hip flexor relaxed. And if I can do that 10, 20 times, then I can come to standing and say to my nervous system, hey, we're in the same position as we just were. We've just got weight going through the other foot. And now I should be able to get that standing clamshell going. So if you find that you're standing in front of a step and you're doing single butt clenches and then your brain switches off as soon as you are putting the foot on the step, then one option might be sit down, try it sitting, and then come up and try it standing with the foot on the step again. So that's a regression from the standing clamshell.